Hello and welcome back to a brief summary of the 1776 campaign based on the Avalon Hill board game of the same name, 1776. We're playing Green's Southern Campaign, which begins in December 1780 and runs for 5 turns through to May 1781. I will be playing the Americans and Mark will be the British.
Didn't you say all those who stand against England deserve to die a traitor's death?
He takes his role very seriously, as you can see. It's a strange scenario to start off with. The British and the Americans are spread around the map. The British have to capture and hold 6 key towns, and the Americans only need to capture and hold 1 by the end of the scenario. So at face value, it looks like the British are actually very much up against it, although they start in possession of 5 of the 6 towns. Hillsborough is the only one they aren't in possession of, and that doesn't actually count as a victory position for me. So we've both got some big decisions to make. I think the key aspect, or a key aspect, will be the movement across the map board, and the Americans do have an advantage here, obviously travelling more lightly than the British. I've put some arrows on the maps. Those are not initial moves, they were just to give you ideas of potential British and American moves in the first turn, which will be taking place next week. I think that I have got to avoid, and this won't be a revelation of any kind, avoid contact with the main British force and hopefully try and keep the British split as far as possible, and guessing where I'm ultimately aiming, because I only need to take 1 of the key cities, for example Savannah or Charleston, or the fort at 96, which is a fort and could be a challenge because neither of us have any artillery, particularly siege artillery.
Damn fool.
Thanks for your vote of confidence, Mel. Anyway, the centre part of the map starts off with Cornwallis and Tarleton and Green all very close together. A little further north you have Morgan. So the British player, Mark, will get to move first. We're using the vanilla rules really for the board game to decide on movement and contact, and then we will be moving to, if it's a 3 strength point army versus a 3 strength point army, for example, then we'll be using honours of war for that and above. If it's less than that, we're going to have a go at using rebels and patriots. So I'm looking forward to see how the flavour that the game will bring. Will we get a flavour of the campaign of Green in the southern area of America in 1718 to 1781, which happened before, obviously, Yorktown? And just looking over the map and speaking to Mark, who basically was honest with me when we set it up, said he had no idea what his initial moves were going to be. You can see that it's going to provide a very interesting challenge for both the British and American player, me and Mark, and I think it will give us a better understanding of the historic challenges that both sides faced during the actual campaign. Anyway, that's enough of me. So it's a goodbye from me and a God bless from Blighty.